Hello, this is Dr. Nitin. Today we will see how to create this beautiful animation very quickly using two simple ingredients. The first ingredient is this simple picture of clouds, and the second one is another picture of Air New Zealand plane. Now let's start with the plane first and go to Picture Tools, Remove Background. PowerPoint doesn't know exactly what you want, so it gives you a smaller rectangle inside. Use that rectangle to surround the area of interest as snugly as possible, and generally it does a good job. Now keep changes to get just the plane and remove the unwanted stuff. Now I'm going to take the picture and copy the picture and paste it on top of this, but send it to back. At this stage, it is a good idea to go to Home tab and open the selection pane. Selection pane is used to rename and reorder objects on the screen. If I animate the plane, it will go outside the screen. That's not what we want. So what I'm going to do is to move the clouds in reverse direction so that we get an optical illusion which makes us feel as though the plane is moving. I want to work on the cloud, so I'm going to hide the plane from here. Just click on the eye icon. Now if I move the clouds, it's going to expose the slide. How do I prevent that? I'm going to make the picture of the clouds bigger than the slide. Just notice how much bigger I am making it. And now if I move it around, it's not going to expose the slide till this point of time. I have to add animation of the type motion path. It is of course a linear path. By default, when you apply any animation, it goes downwards. Green is the starting point and red is the ending point. Now just move the red point so that the picture moves horizontally, and we know how much we should move so that it doesn't expose the white part of the slide. It looks like we have done our job, but there are a couple of things more to be managed. So in the animation pane, double click on effects and notice that there is some amount of acceleration and deceleration, which is generally a good thing. But in this case, the plane is in cruise speed. We don't want acceleration and deceleration, so just remove it. While we are in this dialog, we want this animation to start as soon as the slide is shown, so we say start with previous. 2 seconds is too short because it's in cruise speed. We want nice and slow motion, so 30 seconds is a good idea. And if we intend to show the slides longer than 30 seconds, might as well repeat the animation. Now this should get it done. Let's put the plane back on the screen. Now just to make it more realistic and more interesting, I'm going to add a shadow to the plane. Notice that the sun is somewhere on the left side and all the clouds themselves are casting shadows on each other. So of course we should cast a similar shadow from the plane onto the clouds. So make sure you have selected the plane itself. Go to Picture Tools and click on this small little icon that opens Format Picture. Shadow is usually black, but because everywhere here the shadow is blue, I'm going to choose that blue color using eyedropper. And this is one situation where every aspect of shadow setting is used. I'm going to make it go far away. Of course not so big, so we'll reduce the size. And we will increase the transparency and we will increase the blur, and then it will give you a nice mild shadow. And finally we will manage the angle so that it stays where we want, and then we can play with this and make it as realistic as possible. And now we have got exactly what we wanted, a plane animated using simple features in PowerPoint with tremendous impact. If you like this video, please share it with your colleagues and friends. And don't forget to follow my YouTube channel as well as my blog on efficiency365.com. Thank you.